Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rostermania time. This shit does not sleep. Despite Optic Gaming winning back-to-back world championship titles in unexpected fashion, the world doesn't stop. Players get dropped. Players leave teams. And it starts right here. Benjamin Beans released from Toronto Ultra. Who the fuck is smoking crack over there? First Kitchener and now Ben Beans. What the fuck is going on over there, man? We have some Rostermania news. Kicking it off, we got Ben Beans released from Toronto Ultra. Simp tweet? Man, come on, bro. Let's be like, I'm going to waste my time going to Simp's Twitter here. Okay, so here's like that weird in-between feeling I have as a former player, friends with these guys, but also now being a creator who I feel like I have an obligation to speak objectively. And I guess I'll put it like this. Joe Deceives and CleanX are untouchable. They should not be going anywhere from Toronto Ultra. And if it's between Beans and Insight, I do believe Beans is the one that should have stayed. Despite how good Jamie has been over his career, like the consistency, the duo between him and Toby, if you had to pick one, I would have picked Beans. But I feel like a lot of people are... CleanX's tweet? No. Gwinn should have been untouchable. Gwinn was a free agent, brother. Gwinn was a free agent, bro. You can't control what free agents do. I'm not gonna lie, and maybe I'm being like super recency biased though. Like I feel like a lot of people, like bro, I love Ben Beans, but I don't think he was playing to a certain point where he was like untouchable. And the same goes for Jamie. You know what I mean? Like I don't think, like I'm like kind of surprised by this, but kind of not. I'm not like, yo, this is unacceptable. Beans was frying. Like Ben had his maps. My thing is like, bro, it seems like these games are getting faster and faster. And Ben is just a faster player when it comes to the ARs between him and Jamie. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me press this link. Hold on. What else is CDL Intel staying? Yeah, Beans being released. Gwinn set to join Cloud9 ahead of EWC. I'll be honest, bro. I can't blame Gwinn. Honestly, I think it's a great move from Gwinn. You surround yourself with Sib and Kremp. Like, you surround yourself with some consistent, serious firepower. And I think Cloud9 definitely gets a lot more dangerous, especially with the way this asshole played at Champs, bro. Gwinn was costed at Champs. This guy was doing everything. We were very critical. Of Gwinn all season long. He didn't really show up on LAN. Well, I'll tell you what. He showed up at Champs in a big way. Yo, Bill with a tier 1 for 51. Welcome back to Zin City. Kleptology with a tier 1 for 7. Welcome back. So anyone that's an unrestricted free agent can leave before EWC? I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, you can't really stop them. You think Cloud9 is the best team Gwinn could have joined? I think so. Thinking about it, Rocker, Falcons. What are Falcons up to? Well, I could tell you, but we're not really on a sub-train. No, I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't tell you even if I was on a sub-train. Capsule has been released from Cloud9. God, bro, I love my boy Cap, man. I love my boy Cap. Linz has been released from LAG. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Falcons a Beezy? I mean, bro, Falcons would have to give a Beezy some serious... Then where do my Ravens go from here? Bro, I think Ravens are in a tough spot, man. I think Ravens are going to be in a tough spot here. I mean, losing Gwinn for nothing. Love you, dog? No, I love you. Chat, can I see that 25 gifted emote, please? We're on the road back to 4,000 subscribers. I saw Rostermania news was going down. I said, it's my pleasure to go live and talk to the Zin City. Yo, Prelec with a prime for 7. What's up, Go? Hope you love your time up in Canada. Canada Day. Yeah, guys, happy Canada Day, guys. Epsilon with a prime for 3. My boy Mitch going to the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm now a Vegas fan. Apparently, D-Rail said FaZe is changing. Listen, I haven't heard anything about FaZe, although I will do some digging tonight and see if I can... I'll tell you what, bro. Seeing this situation with Linz does kind of suck, though, because Linz was supposed to be like the Gentlemates guy, the French player, and it just didn't work out, man. This one's big, though, man. This one's big. I think Gwinn is like one of the biggest grabs a team can get in the current state of like the CDL. Like I'm so high on Gwinn. I was high on Gwinn during the regular season, obviously during the online stages. But after seeing him play like that at Champs, I am so high on Gwinn. Like, I think Cloud9 made an incredible play. I think the Gwinn-Kremp duo, if this is true, is going to be a fun watch. You get Sib, who, of course, like, listen, Sib, when he's shooting like Sib, can compete with basically any AR in the game. Gwynn's so overrated. Listen, I'm all for a good constructive convo. I'm not sure how you watch Gwinn play that way at Champs and then say he's overrated. The guy got costed. Point blank period. There's no way around it. All right, guys. W or L move from C9. What do we think? W or L? Talk to Tony. He's kill whoring? Oh, nah. We're not doing this, bro. I'm going to defend Gwinn. You weren't saying he's a kill whore when he was getting shit on every single LAN. And then he goes out there. He plays the best on Carolina. And now he's a kill whore. Miss me with that bullshit, man. Come on, bro. Miss me with that bullshit, bro. I talked to Tej himself, bro. Even Tej gave Gwinn his flowers. Tej said that guy was fucking frying, bro. So listen, man, if you guys want to run with the narrative and the agenda that Gwinn is kill whoring, albeit. But I will say, I think the Gwinn Kremp duo is going to be a fun duo to watch. I think the Gwinn Kremp duo, Sib on AR, I think that's going to be a fun team to watch, bro. I think he doesn't move the needle for their team that much. Bro, everybody else on Carolina was getting shit on. Am I high? That's your takeaway from Carolina at Champs? That Gwinn was kill whoring? Not the fact that they were collectively terrible outside of him? Feel bad for Tej. I mean, Tej is one of my best friends, man. Zin, you're only bringing up one tourney. Gwinn was getting shit on like every stage. I never said he wasn't. All I'm saying is Gwinn was incredible in the regular season online. We were very critical of him struggling on LAN. And now he goes out there, fries on LAN at the biggest tournament of the year. And instead of saying Gwinn was frying, everyone's saying he was kill whoring. Like, come on, bro. He was doing it all. Like, let's be realistic, man. I don't care which creator you watch said it. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. I'm not even friends with the kid like that, but I'm going to tip my hat when he goes out there and proves everybody wrong. So I'm happy to see Gwinn if he's going to Carolina. Dad, what are you talking about? Dad, what are you talking about, man? We're not talking about Tej. We're talking about his teammate. Nothing happened to Tej yet, Dad. Nothing happened to Tej yet. Okay, W or L move from Ultra. Damn. Okay, you guys are not very happy with... You guys are not very happy with Ultra's move. Yeah, I think the community feels pretty strongly that it should have been Insight instead of Ben Beans. I guess my question is, who do they get for Beans? Mamba, Proloot, Mamba, Bance. No, Dad, they're not getting Slasher. Jesus Christ, Dad. They're not getting Slasher, Dad. D-Real just said on stream that every team outside of Optic, Thieves, and Boston are making changes for EWC. Looks like FaZe is making a change, allegedly. Okay, let's talk objectively. What move could FaZe make right now? Let's talk. Like, and let's be realistic about it, too. Let's be realistic about it. Neptune? If you think Surge would let go of Neptune, I don't know what to say to you. Surge were just knocking on the door of a world championship. Draw's gone, Simp to flex. I don't know who to pick up. Real? I don't think, bro. There's no way Real's a free agent, man. I have to assume the players on Miami and Surge are all not free agents. Yo, do we know if any of the FaZe players are official free agents? Should Gwinn have waited until after EWC when roster changes happen? Well, what Gwinn should do is sign the Cloud9 only for EWC. Any free agent should do that. No free agent should be signing a long-term deal right now. Unless it's like for a team where it's like, okay, I need to be here long-term. My dad said good night. You're not going to bed? Falcons are following Abizi and no other player. Guys, I said this yesterday. I'll say it again. TJ Haley follows Sydney Sweeney. Do you think that means anything? Optic Texas Burner with a tier 1 for 27. Welcome back to Zin City. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy any FaZe move until I see it. It's one of those things where, like, in my head, the way I view FaZe is similar to last year. They bow out early at Champs. They saved the team by going out there and winning EWC. Until I really see something, I can't see FaZe making the change, bro. Actually, bro, let me find out if they're making a change right now. Let me find out right now if they're making a change. Brandon said, what have I done? Expect massive changes from every Challengers team that has made EWC. Also expect a Mamba to Toronto announcement shortly. Wait, this is Tommy's cousin, right? When is Scrap ripping his dick off? Oh, man. Yeah, that's a tough clip, bro. Let's see what Reddit's saying about this. They dropped the wrong AR. Biggest fail. Could have kept the young monster. Oh. Bro, what I'm really confused about, everyone's talking to Ultra like they fucked up. They should have signed Merc to a starting deal. Do you guys think he would have chose a starting Ultra spot over a starting Optic spot? Like, what would that have changed? I don't understand. He was coming here, brother. It's that fucking simple. Atlanta FaZe tweet? I'm on it. Bro, why is Atlanta FaZe baiting? Why is Atlanta FaZe hitting me with anime bait? Y'all were just 0-24, worst stage of all time, and he just got top 3. If he was guaranteed a spot on Toronto, he's taken that 90% of the time respectfully. Did you forget the part where I famously said you always take the Optic offer? Chat, you always take the Optic offer. It's just that fucking simple. I mean, we hate on Draws, but he's won like 4 events in 2 years and been in like 6 finals. Bro, Draws is a beast, bro. Atlanta FaZe are beasts. LA Thieves are beasts. The reason I say you always take the Optic offer is because, well, you have a good chance to win, I think, with the players that are usually on Optic. Hence, back-to-back world championships. And you have the opportunity to build something long-term outside of just being a competitive CoD player, bro. It's really that simple. You get to play for the best fan base in Call of Duty. Then you got to do the player guesser. I got you, bro. Octane ruined the league. What a piece of shit, bro. What a piece of shit. Garsh with a tier 1 for 12. Being on Optic comes with a lot more than just good placings. Merc was on a 1,000 sub train, I think, yesterday. I mean, listen, I think it is what it is. I said my piece. In my opinion, you always take the Optic offer. It's just that simple. Jesus Ripper with a tier 1 for 4. Welcome back to Zen City. Thank you. Breaking point tweet. I'm on it. Man, bro, like, why you even make me bring this shit up? This is funny to you guys? This is what I had to bring up, bro? Fucking bend the seam in an Atlanta FaZe hoodie? I thought I was going to see some serious intelligence. What have I done? Dan Ghosty? I'm like, you guys don't think this is real, right? Guys, I know some things. I don't know all things. Like, for example, I had no idea Beans was getting dropped. Did you see the Jake Hale tweet talking about the 2026 schedule? Respectfully, bro, with all due respect, unless we get a London and or Chicago event, I don't give no fucks about a Call of Duty League schedule. As long as the champs location is in a major location. Anaheim would be dope, bro. Anaheim would be awesome. But unless we're going to London or Chicago, I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't. I really don't. Beans to Falcons? I think Beans gets a team. Okay, let's talk about this. You know what I fucking hate? I hate the fact that for EWC, you could only make a 1-player change. If you drop a player. I'm assuming if you have free agent players and they leave, I don't think you can control that. So I doubt they can hold that against you. I think there should be no roster rules for EWC. In my opinion, it'll be the most fun, entertaining watch if we get to see brand new teams, the whole 9 yards. I'm talking 3 players get dropped, 2 players get dropped. That's what I'm looking for, bro. With all due respect, I'm not interested in watching Rocker with a 1-person change. And I hate to be the guy that says that. And I hope they prove me wrong, and I hope they can go out there and play well. But it just doesn't float my boat. I'm not going to fucking get excited over that. Beans the Cloud9, yes. Players need to only sign 1-year contracts from now on, so after champs, they will be free agents. Well, it's not that easy, bro. The reality is, most of the times, you sign at least a 1+1, so it's a team option year 2. The FaZe Trio's going to Falcons. Falcons are the only other org where the fan base can carry you after competing. They are on the back half of their careers. Time to level up. I never thought I'd say this, man, but I would not be shocked to see some huge names go to the Vegas Falcons, man. I mean, if the Vegas Falcons are willing to offer a lot of money, assuming that, you know, these players would be surrounded by a competitive team that they think they have a chance to win with, I wouldn't be shocked, bro. I wouldn't be shocked. Guys, with all due respect, right now, we're talking Rostermania, man. I'm not doing the CS cases right now. Maybe in a bit we'll watch some CS cases. Maybe I'll even open some CS cases, but we're talking Rostermania right now, guys. And if you want to watch the CS cases, then you know exactly where to go. But I'm trying to talk some competitive Call of Duty, man. I'm looking for some intelligence. I'm trying to figure out the way you guys feel about some of these moves. Simp is a free agent at the end of the season. If you are Optic, do you go after him? Can they let another generational talent head somewhere else after not getting Hydra or Scramp?
I'm in the camp where I don't think they'll blow it up, but there is a different rationale where you think, we had a terrible year. Does one weekend fix that terrible year? Do we get a generational talent if that talent is a free agent right now? That's conversations they got to have. I will say, like, they didn't make a move for Hydra or Scrap last year. So that kind of...
Well, there's two ways to look at that, right? Either you say, oh, we didn't make a move for them and we won champs, we don't need to. Or they say, damn, we really let Hydra and Scrap go. We should have made a change. Obviously, last year, even with the hindsight of knowing they've now won champs, they got bailed that heavy.
Tweet? Bro, I'm not gonna lie though. I've seen this guy. I've seen this guy tweet shit that's just not even remotely correct, dude. How are you at a prime for 27? Welcome back to Zin City. Thank you. Like, I'm not really sure what to believe. I've seen this guy just be straight up wrong, and maybe he gets some right. But he's essentially talking here about Thieves and FaZe. Nadeshot said Thieves aren't changing. Well, then this would imply that FaZe is changing. Okay, once again, let's talk. Who could FaZe get to actually improve their roster? And don't say anybody from Miami or anybody from Surge. It doesn't make sense. There is no upgrade right now. Sib? Why the fuck would Cloud9 let Sib go? Why would Cloud9 let their team get worse and help Atlanta FaZe get better? Joe deceives for who? Joe deceives for draws? Then moves Simp to flex? We got to talk about who's untouchable on all of these rosters. Well, it also depends on who's an unrestricted free agent. Because the reality is, if a player's a free agent, there's nothing you can do, man. That's why, is there a list of, like, free agents? Ask Ben J. I don't think Ben J's list is accurate. He's got a lot of unknowns on there. What would GM Zinni do if I'm FaZe? Okay, my actual GM answer here. If I'm really putting my GM hat on, and if I'm Atlanta FaZe, it comes down to the way FaZe are behind the scenes. Are they confident in one another? Are they still friends? Can they make it work? And if all the answers to those questions are yes, then I don't change. If there's any type of behind-the-scenes turmoil or a lack of confidence in an individual, then yes, I think they'll change. Unless you get Scrap. Bro, they're not getting Scrap. Yes, I think they would take Scrap for Draza, but they're not getting Scrap. Listen, bro, here's the reality, in my opinion, from the organizational side. There is nothing more disastrous than letting one of your top players become an unrestricted free agent. Because one of two things happens. One, your player could leave. Or two, if they have high enough stock, they have all the leverage in the world. And they're going to go field offers. And at that point, you need to up your price or bend your back to get them to come back. It's the worst case scenario. So players like Simp, Abizi, Scrap, Hydra, I think it's worst case scenario for the organization to lose control and let them become unrestricted free agents. What's up, Grays? How are you, bro? Ken for Draza? I'm not really sure where Ken's stock is right now. I mean, I love Kenny. Do I think that they drop Draza for Ken? I don't know. Do you think a coaching change would help? No, I do not. I don't think any coaches are the issues for any of the top teams. Guys, Neptune's not going anywhere, bro. We're talking about an organization that wouldn't sell Pred for $500,000, and then he walked for free 6 months later. Neptune is not going anywhere. What if he had a short-term deal? I just don't think the organization's that silly. Oh, this guy's just fucking milking, bro. This guy's just a fucking milkman, bro. The fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, goddamn. My boy with 1,000 bits. Since you are the GM of Optic, you may not be able to answer this directly. Would you say every roster in the league should be looking in a Simp since he is a free agent? Bro, is Simp actually a free agent? Damn, Simp is actually about to become a free agent? God damn, he's about to get offered cash. Vegas is licking their lips, dude. Yo, plug you with a prime for 3 months. Welcome back to Zin City. Thank you. If Surge is making a change, bro, Surge is not making a change, man. Unless somehow one of their players is about to walk for free, which I just don't believe is happening. I just don't believe it. My boy Ritzy with a tier 1 for 14 months. My boy Ritzy, welcome back to Zin City. Chat, we're on the road back to 4,000 subscribers if anybody's got a prime. If anybody's got a big prime for the kid, man. James, what's going on, bro? Sapper for show with a tier 1. Welcome to Zin City. Wait, now that I think about it, why is Zuma not live? That's weird, right? Yo, do you guys think it's odd that Tommy's not live right now? Do you guys think that's kind of sus? You guys do? You guys think that's sus? Okay, now what if I told you he was picking up his car from the shop approximately 25 minutes ago? Would you still say it's sus? Yo, Zwit with a tier 1 for 3 months. Welcome back to Zin City. Thank you. Get baited. Get baited. He's picking up his Batmobile, dude. His $120,000 car. Don't worry. There's nothing to worry about. How's your car? I was supposed to be able to pick it up today. Bro, I watched The Waterfront in like 2 days. The Waterfront is one of those like good shit shows. It's kind of like Outer Banks, but a little bit better, I thought, because I really liked the plot of it. What do I have? I have a 2021 Audi A6, but I got love tapped by an 18-wheeler over a month ago before DreamHack. I have not watched Squid Games yet, but more importantly, Sembles with 10 gifted is 25th of the channel. I need this entire chat room dropping that 10 gifted emote. What a legend. No, guys, I do need to watch Squid Game. Thanks for reminding me. I probably got to start that tonight, the new season. Yo, Zwit with 5 gifted, his first 5 of the channel. That puts us over 3,900 subscribers, 99 away from 4,000. Chat, we're just talking Rostermania, man. Anything you guys want to talk about, feel free. So far, Beans has officially been released by Ultra, which is pretty shocking. Gwinn is rumored to be going to Cloud9. Capsule dropped from Cloud9. And right now, the talk of the town is our FaZe making a change. Tipsy with a prime for 27. Welcome back to Zin City. Thank you. Should have been Insight. Don't care what people say. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty popular opinion based on what I've been seeing. Back in Dallas on the grind, bro. Keep it up. Hell yeah, bro. Guys, I posted a TikTok earlier. It was like a food haul, like kind of like a like it was like my first ever like kind of like fitness starting TikTok, if anybody's interested in it. I don't know if anybody's actually going to want to watch that stuff, but I posted a TikTok earlier if any of you guys want to check it out on my TikTok. Cal's with a prime. Welcome to Zin City. Come on, Zin. It's fuck Insight. That guy took your spot. Listen, bro. I love Insight. Jamie's a good guy. I said it since the moment I was benched. Never in my life would I blame Insight. He's just a guy trying to live his dream. And let me tell you what, bro, he took that opportunity and he made the best of it. That's a multiple-time champion. I like Jamie Insight a lot. You want to hear me say a bad word about that guy? Yo, Sembles with 5 gifted is 30th of the channel. Let's go, Sembles. This guy's going crazy. Much love, bro. What's my handle? You can probably just search Methodz on TikTok, but my official TikTok name is Anthony Zinni, my name. I'm trying to resub and that shit's giving me an error. Well, that's unacceptable. What are your thoughts? Listen, bro, I've been screaming Afro's name for how long now? I believe Afro deserves another shot at the pro level. I believe Afro deserves another shot at the pro level. Looking to get an Optic Champ shirt. What size were you wearing in the promo pic? Yo, that pic was edited, bro. I have not been to the office since we got back from Toronto. That picture with me with the Champ shirt on is edited. Yordi with a prime for 6. I will say Optic merch does run true to size, though, so I would just get your normal size. Oh, man, chat. What happens if I do get some intel? Should I tell you guys? If I get intel, like, bro, like, why can all these intel Twitters talk about intel, but I'm not allowed to? You know what I mean? Why can they do it, but I can't? No, I won't do it, though. I won't do it. And I know you guys would want me to, but as a former player, I just have a certain respect level. I have a certain line that I won't cross for anything. For money and leaking roster moves is not something I'm interested in doing. We can't have the GM leaking other teams' roster moves. It's just not professional. It looks bad. I'm too close to these sources, bro. Because then I'm the scumbag that leaks something that my friend told me in confidence. What if 500 gifted was on the line? Then there's a conversation to be had, bro. There are certain... Everyone has a number, man. Everyone has a number. Yo, chat, are we missing any tweets? Bro, Group B is a gauntlet. Group B is crazy. Surge, Thieves, Cloud9. Isn't Team War solid as well? I don't know who's on Team War. Yo, chat, I appreciate the first-time chatters, guys. Thank you. The flank was saying Group D is worse. Wait, hold on. Group D. I just noticed. Group D is hell. Heretics, FaZe, Falcons, Omit. Omit is probably the best challengers team, right? Depends on if guys get poached. That's true, man. Goes aside. You're supposed to put your pride aside and ride for me. Guess it wasn't time. Guys, I got to take the steak out of the fridge. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Movistar Koi is ultra, guys. I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. I'm actually really intrigued now by this whole Falcon stuff. Falcons following Abizi. Apparently some players on FaZe are free agents. Nasty tweet. Bro, you got to realize, though, this is just like prime bait time, man. This is prime bait time. Rostermania is always entertaining. I'm sure it is, buddy. Guys, like, this is mostly just bait, man. This is mostly bait. Most of the time, if a player is actually involved in changes, they're not tweeting. Will there be a process documentary for this year? I would bet my life that you guys are going to get a process. I mean, there's no way you guys don't. A con with a tier 1 for 9 months. Welcome back to Zin City. My boy Doobie, what's going on? Swenny, Nate Dogg, chat. What's going on, guys? Yo, what's up, man? I missed you guys, man. I missed you guys, man. Let's get the fucking energy going in here. Where is Twisty when you need him, man? What's up, Trooper? How are you, bro? The process. Yo, if you guys could, how long would the process be? Yeah, guys, Beans is released, man. Beans is released. Yo, Mac with a tier 1 for 46. Welcome back to Zin City. Big champs win for the boys. Also, how do you feel about Marner in Vegas now? I'm excited, bro. It gives me a reason to go to Vegas more often. Movie length, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah, I think the process has to be like at least an hour and a half. Dude, I might have to evacuate this room, bro. I just ripped ass, and it's one of the worst possible things to ever grace this earth. Grays with a tier 1 for 2. Welcome back. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. That would win a fucking competition. Vancouver making a change would be absolutely foolish. All 4 of these players are shooters, and all 4 of them are relatively young. They took more maps off of Optic than anybody at Champs and could have realistically won the event if it was pushed to 9. Unless it's Simp, Hydra, Scrap, Vancouver should do everything possible. Listen, facts. The only thing that changes this is if players are unrestricted free agents. I don't think any of those guys are free agents. I don't think anybody on Vancouver is a free agent. Team Notorious tweet. This them right here? Yo, 402 Tyler with a tier 1 for 39. My boy Tyler. Any organizations looking to fill a spot for EWC, we are willing to loan any of our players at 0 cost. We will have a place to stay in North America for them for scrims and preparation and a flight here from EU as early as tomorrow. It'll cost you nothing to get a top-tier player. Hit us up. Oh, this is Afro. Well, I would hope so. Hey, W tweet, actually. I'm a hater, bro. I'm a W hater. Never mind. Sorry, W. This is an organizational W. I apologize. I was going to be a hater and say you kind of have to. You kind of have to load them for free if they get that type of opportunity. Because what do you gain out of not? Boozer's a free agent. Yo, shout out Reese Vivid did his thing in Challengers, huh? Reese Vivid really went out there and did his thing in Challengers, huh? Bobby with a prime. He and Mac. This is why I've always had these conversations. every challenger and everybody else thinks that there are so many challengers that deserve these shots. And I do think some challengers do deserve shots. But at the end of the day, Vivid and Mac, who are playing poorly in the CDL, went to challengers and fucking dominated it. That's what I've been saying for a long time. Yeah, you get players like Mercules, players like Scrap, like these once-in-a-blue-moon players that come up and do something insane. Guys, Vivid was playing poorly, bro. I like Reese Vivid a lot. He was playing poorly. Carolina did get worse after dropping him, but he was not playing well. They switched his role. He wanted to switch roles. That was the role he wanted, which I disagreed with from the get-go. Optic jersey. Can we talk about how clean these jerseys are? Hell yeah. Yo, Pank with a tier 1 for 11 months. Welcome back to Zin City. Thank you. Mac to Raven. Do you think Mac just... I mean, that was what was supposed to happen, bro. It was supposed to be Mac instead of Vivid on Carolina in the beginning of the year. And Nero was supposed to be on... Wait, hold on. Do I have this right? Yeah, and Nero was supposed to be on Cloud9. I did see the rumor of Afro and Cobra to the Ravens. I saw that. Damn, bro. Now we're just waiting for some more intelligence, huh? Is Ant spinning? Oh, Ant's not spinning right now. Case on tweet? Wait, Tiff, is Ant buying cases? Sorry, I haven't been able to stream much. Dealing with esports things. See you tomorrow. See, bro? Bait. Bait. He's trying to figure it out. Talking to the plug. Wait, can't you just buy him? Isn't it like a $2,000 per day? Seems he's got to wait 2 weeks before he can receive trades. Yeah, but Tiff, can't he just buy him? Yo, chat, can I get a W spam? I need everybody in here dropping a W. The plug is cheaper. Ant's trying to spend 10K on cases? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Oh, is he really? Wait, how much cheaper are they? Yo, Chad, I'm thinking of buying some cases, but I'm not going to spend 10,000. I was thinking of spending like 1,000. One case was on the market for 18 and his plug was 13. Don't. Yo, Snorlax, what's up, bro? You'll get hooked once you start opening. Yeah, but like, I like to think I know when to walk away for the most part. You know, I'm pretty good at, guys, I know you got to buy keys. Anyways, listen, let's talk some more Rostermania shit, man. What teams do we think are sticking? Our team, right now off the top of my head, here's the teams that I think will 100% stick. Our team, Vancouver, Boston, and Miami. Those four. I don't see Miami changing either. And Thieves. Yes, Thieves as well. So I think, and like, bro, I want to say FaZe too, but for some reason, everybody, all the signs seem to be pointing to a FaZe roster change. Miami can't find an upgrade for medals. I mean, to be honest, yeah, maybe, I guess maybe I could see. The issue is, though, I'm assuming Miami wants a Spanish player, right? Like, these guys calm in Spanish. Snoopy. Yo. Snoopy to Miami might be elite. I just don't listen. I don't think, unless he's a free agent, Boston's not making that. Yo, Smooth, what's up, bro? How are you? Are you and Seth going to watch World Series of Warzone? I have no idea, bro. I truly don't know. We haven't even talked about anything like that yet. Stop avoiding the Optic Simp? Brother, we just won champs. What are you guys talking about? Purge, Real, Renker, Super? Yeah, but Purge doesn't speak Spanish. FaZe making a change confirmed? Like, bro, once again, the reason why I don't think FaZe is changing is I don't think Kason would tweet this if FaZe was changing. Kason's the man. I love that guy. But if FaZe is changing and he tweeted this, he's a fucking dumbass. Bro, I want to know who's going to Ultra. It's Rostermania time. A lot of people in chat are saying TJ Haley to Falcons. So is that what Vinny said? Guys, Zin would know if TJ is going to Falcons. They're like best friends. That is true. I know TJ's situation to the T, but I'm a fucking professional. My poker face when it comes to this shit is unmatched. BZ to Falcons? Listen, bro, I have not heard anything about FaZe behind the scenes, and that I'm being honest about. And I feel like if FaZe was changing, either everyone would know or nobody would know. And it sounds like if FaZe is changing, nobody knows. Because that would spread like wildfire. If FaZe was making a change, I would know. A lot of people would know. If it was like known, you know what I'm saying? Like if people were talking about it. But when it comes to a big move like that, if FaZe is making a change, it might just be very quiet. You know what I mean? Yo, chat, where's everyone tuned in from? Let me get a little location roll call. I'm telling you, on everything I love, I have not heard a single thing about FaZe changing. As far as I know, FaZe is sticking for EWC. Mamba to Toronto? Is that true, Dr. P? That's what my chat was telling me. That's what I was saying, who's going to replace Beans, and some people were saying Mamba. Gwinn to Cloud9, yep, we saw that. Vinny Gage intel is Mamba to Toronto. I mean, that would make sense, bro. I mean, I think a lot of people are just, a lot of people I think are confused about Beans being out from Toronto Ultra. I feel like that's a pretty surprising, that's something I wasn't expecting today. Like a bombshell has left the villa, man.